Welcome back, dear students. Algebra in everyday life. We use algebra quite frequently in our everyday life and without even realizing it. We not only use algebra, we actually need algebra to solve most of our problems that involves calculations. So here I have given the heading Algebraic Expressions. Getting used to algebra. Algebra is where you use letters to represent numbers. So the aim for today is to get to grips with the algebra idea and to solve simple algebraic problems. Let's start with an example. Alex has made some sweets. We do not know how many sweets Alex has. So there is an unknown number. How many sweets Alex has? Actually, we do not know. So we can say Alex has X sweets. X is one of the letters of the English alphabet. We can actually use any of the letters of the English alphabet. If Alex is given 5 more sweets, how many sweets has he got? Can you tell me how many sweets has he got? He has X sweets. He is given 5 more sweets. So we can write X plus 5. This is called an expression. One more example. Bob has some toys. We do not know how many toys he has. So we can say Bob has M toys. M number of toys. M is another letter. If Bob buys 6 more toys, how many toys has he now got? He already has M and he bought 6 more. So we can write M plus 6. This is another expression. Another example. Bill catches Y number of fish. Ben takes 3 away from him. How many fish does Bill now have? Bill has 5. Ben takes 3 away. Take away 3. So we can write Y minus 3. Yes, one more example. Fred has X number of DVDs and Frank has Y number of DVDs. How many DVDs do they have altogether? X plus Y. It is easy, isn't it? Now, translating verbal phrases, that's what we were doing. Actually, algebra is mathematically representing verbal phrases. The sum of 6 and a number, we can write 6 plus x. 8 more than a number, y plus 8. A number plus 5, n plus 5. A number increased by 7, x plus 7. A number decreased by 9, n minus 9. 10 times a number, that means 10 multiplied by n or 10n. We don't write the multiplication sign while using algebra because the letter x and the sign for multiplication are very similar. So we don't write 10 into n. We write 10n, which means 10 times n. 7 divided by a number. We can write 7 upon x. Or we can even write 7, use the division sign, 7 divided by x. Here are few questions. Use algebra to write 2 less than w. 2 less than w. Let's see the answer. W minus 2. It is not 2 minus w. It is w minus 2. 3 more than d. D plus 3. 5 together with c. Which is c plus 5. F more than G. It is F plus G. P less than Q. Q minus P. M less than 7. It is 7 minus m. Not m minus 7, it is 7 minus m. So whenever it is less than or take away, then you have to be careful. From where are we decreasing? That you should write first. M less than 7 we wrote 7 minus m, not m minus 7. You may tend to make mistake in this case. So the parts of an algebraic expression are called terms. Here is an expression 7n plus 2. While 7n is a term, 2 is another term. 2 is called the constant. It does not vary. While n is the variable. It can be any letter of the alphabet, as I told you earlier. From A to Z, it could be any letter. N is the variable because its value can change and that value is unknown. And 7 is called the coefficient, the numerical coefficient of the variable. And there is an operation connecting these two terms. It could be addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So here plus is the operation, 7n is the term with the variable and 2 is the constant term. Adding and subtracting with letters. Yes, come on, tell me quickly. A plus A plus A. Yes, 3A. Here you will get 5B. Here you will get 2C because C plus C is 2C. 2C minus C is 1C. Again you add one more C, it comes to 2C. Now you will tell me the answers quickly. Yes, 2A, 4C, B, 4B, 2B. This one will take some time, but see, n minus n, it goes to 0. Then again n plus n plus n, 3n. 3n minus n is 2n. 2n plus n, 3n. H minus h is definitely 0. And here you will get a 2g. I think this is easy for you, isn't it? Now let's learn the difference between an expression and an equation. An expression 4x plus 2 is an expression, while 4x plus 2 is equal to 100 is an equation. So an expression does not have an equal sign, while an equation has an equal sign separating the two expressions. An equation says that two things are equal. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side, while in expression it is made up of letters, numbers and operations. It has no equal sign. That you need to keep in mind. The length of a rectangle is 3 less than 4 times the breadth. Write an expression for the length and breadth. Here let's take the breadth as x. Okay. Then the length is 4 times. 3 less than 4 times the breadth. So it becomes 4x minus 3. See the expression for length? 4x minus 3. Adding expressions and terms. 2a plus 4a. You can quickly do in your mind. 6a. 6a minus 5a is a. 7a minus 4a plus 10a. It is 13a. Do you remember the indices questions we were doing in the term 1? 8 to the power of 3 multiplied with 8 to the power of 6 multiplied with 8 to the power of 2. Remember the laws of indices? When the bases are the same, we add the powers. We get the answer 8 to the power of 11. Here we get c to the power of 9. Here we multiply 2 with 4. 2 4s are 8. And y to the power of 7. These are all expressions. We have learned them earlier as the laws of indices. 3 times 4 is 12. 12m to the power of 8. more questions with division. So when we are dividing with the same basis, what do? We subtract the powers. So 8 to the power of 4. Here c to the power of 3 divided by c to the power of 5. 3 minus 5. We have learnt the directed numbers. So c to the power of minus 2. This is a little more complicated one. Try to solve it in your book and see whether you are getting the answer as 6y to the power of 4. Complete one of the following sentences in your book. That's the plenary for today. One thing I must remember from today's lesson is, you can think of it, or I still don't understand. If that's the case, write down. So do the plenary in your classwork copy and the worksheet attached also in your classwork copy. Thank you.